This was clearly, the way the structure is collapsing, this was the result of something that was planned. This is not, it's not accidental that the first tower just happened to collapse and then the second tower just happened to collapse in exactly the same way. How they accomplished this, we don't know. This was clearly, the way the structure is collapsing, this was the result of something that was planned. This is not, it's not accidental that the first tower just happened to collapse and then the second tower just happened to collapse in exactly the same way. How they accomplished this, we don't know. Maria Bartiromo was in the neighborhood looking up and says she saw a second plane fly into the side of the second tower. So I'm almost at a loss for words. I've never seen anything like this, and I've been doing this for many decades.
Welcome back to the Florida CME Group here in Chicago, Wednesday, May 25th. I'm Killer from Treasury Curve. Got cash, I can help. You know, sad day. Mark Haines passed away. Thoughts and prayers coming from Chicago. He was a great anchor for CNBC for many years and touched a lot of people's lives and really brought some real interviews to life. You know, there are a bunch of links going around on Twitter today, so any kind of thoughts and prayers you send to the family would obviously be appreciated by them. You know, let's talk about this market. You know, yesterday we talked about how the time is now, and we're kind of seeing it's all happening now. We're seeing this market kind of come in. There's lower highs and lower lows. We're seeing that in the S&P, and we actually pierced that 100-day moving average, which is a very important level. You know, we came under that 1308.5 level, went down to 1302. We've had a pretty good bounce since then. So we're seeing this market, you know, continue to kind of bounce off these new lows, but at the same time it feels tired. And you know, speaking of feeling tired, you know, the Bulls suffered a pretty tough loss last night, and this market is kind of looking like the Bulls last night in overtime. They were tired, this market's tired. So are we going to see this whole thing develop and get back under that 100-day moving average and really go down to that 1293 level, which we've been talking about for a while? You know, today we're seeing oil kind of trade around the buck level at $100. That's that threshold. That continues to look for leadership, the crude oil market, and we're going to kind of get reactions from the S&P. You know, the data today, more weak data comes out, and I think it's just this continued kind of situation where can the bulls continue to buy these dips? At some point or the other, they're going to be overwhelmed with sellers. We don't know when that market event is going to happen. We sure as heck feel like it's happening. You know, finally, you know, I think this, you know, this 10-year, you know, this 30-year, this continual grab in these treasuries. I've talked about it. Today we're seeing the 10-year just about flat on the day, but they continue to come after these treasuries, folks. So I think that is truly indicative of what's coming down the line. Clearly the June 30th date is what we're all looking for, but these events are happening now, real time. You know, euro currency, another situation over there. You know, none of that stuff is going away. It's the same old song, but I think it's finally coming to fruition. In the event it does, we could see some more volatility tomorrow and Friday, but we're looking for this volatility. We're getting prepared for this volatility. From a trade perspective, we want this to continue to happen, but I think until these actual volumes pick up to the downside, that's going to be the telltale of what's happening. So from the Florida CMA Group, good luck trading the rest of this week. And one other thing, remember, very important, be the hammer, not the nail.